I don't even know if we have that many bloopers. Jingle bells, he is risen.
Think about hey, yeah. 5-0.
It's so funny. La 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 la, he's risen now.
So happy. Oh yeah. Oh, so what do you?
Hope is here.
Na ideal.
Welcome to the 2024 Christ Chapel Year in Review.
Take 35. Action. Ooh, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy 2025. Can you believe another year is come and gone at Christ Chapel?
I cannot believe another year is come and gone. I'm still reflecting on the goodness of God over this past year.
I feel like this has been a year of community for us at Christ Chapel, of loving one another, heard great testimonies of miracles and healings. So, and don't you think that that's because we started out there with 21 days of prayer and fasting? We committed to that. That was something that was big for us in January, and we saw that come to pass. And while we were praying for God to move and do all these things, He's answered those things.
He has, in many ways.
Many ways. We've seen 25% growth in in-person attendance here on Sunday mornings, which is, and then
Our online.
has doubled. In the last few months, it's doubled.
That is exciting.
Not only has God been moving in the
Yes.
house, but we've watched God
Around the
move
world.
around the world,
Globally.
globally. And we had a great goal that Pastor Bob had felt God had laid on his heart to give for this year, and we are ready to surpass it. We have a Christ Chapel church in Tanzania, and it is the largest church in the valley for the Tatog people. Next year, we have 4 missions trips. That's right.
Trips around the world.
Around the world. The women of Christ Chapel, I want to give a special shout out to you, all of our Hope Collective of women. We had a couple overflows where we had special speakers, and then we had great nights of just encounter where people came to the altar, women came to the altar, and their life was changed. And then after party, the community that was built there. So many great testimonies coming out of that. We had our women's retreat, we had girls' night out, and we sold out our first Christmas luncheon. And that was so much fun, really got us into the Christmas spirit.
It looked
and we ended
awesome.
the year strong.
Moving on to the men's ministry at Christ Chapel.
Men love to eat.
Men love to eat breakfast.
That's right.
The men's ministry has done some breakfast meetings and prayer, and they've also stepped out to come together and minister to some single moms in need.
And widows.
Yeah, cleaning up someone's property.
Yeah. And then we had Open Heaven, which is probably one of my favorite new things that we did in 2024. It's the first Wednesday night of the month where we come together and we have worship and we have prayer and just a time of really pressing in and interceding for God to move. And through that, I think, is why we've seen so many healings and miracles. We have had, just in the last few months, 6 people healed with cancer and just financial miracles that God has done. And we will continue to testify to God's faithfulness.
The prodigal coming back.
Prodigals
to
coming
Lord.
home.
That's awesome.
Yep, nothing's impossible for God.
We then moved into a very exciting time at Christ Chapel, Easter. We had Easter Collective.
Love Easter, he's risen.
Several services that were amazing.
Yep, it was so good. We had the unveiling of our new parking lot,
Yeah,
which
you can't forget about that.
all of those guests were able to roll right into that new parking lot.
Nobody
and
slipped in a pothole.
Nobody fell in a pothole. We had an amazing Palm Sunday where we invited Pastor Roberts and Lena, the previous pastors here at Christ Chapel. We invited them to come and to get us started in our Easter Collective. And then we had Good Friday.
Good Friday.
Yep.
Which is our
Turn you to the cross.
journey to the cross.
Yes.
A great experience for families, for friends. And then we celebrated all of that on Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday. It was so good. And we had kids sing.
Yeah, it was a great Easter at Christ Chapel 2024. And we moved into one more Sunday that we celebrated what God was doing.
Celebration Sunday, we did water baptisms. We had special time in the service. And then we also took it out into the parking lot and we had food trucks and inflatables. It was
Fellowship, it was
so good.
a lot. There was a lot happening.
A
out
lot
there.
to be thankful for.
It
this
was
Easter.
great. So, the Ambassadors of Hope.
We love our ambassadors of hope.
It's our 55 plus
They're such
ministry.
a happy group.
They are.
They-
And they also love to eat.
They do.
So we do a breakfast, a big gathering in the spring, and we do a big gathering like a potluck in the fall. We do some outreaches.
Our ambassadors are such a great team of people who intercede and pray for this house, which we're so grateful for. And we've seen the fruit of that with our water baptisms. We have had 60-some water baptisms this year, which is so exciting as people publicly profess their new faith. And then
Many salvations.
So
Every Sunday
many
it seems
salvations
like
for
people
many
come
people.
down.
that is so exciting.
So God is moving in great ways.
And he's starting with our next gen.
Oh, our
Little
next gen.
nuggets of cuteness that we have here at Christ Chapel.
From the littlest ones up to what, the adults.
We have seen outreach really explode here in 2024. We did that Thanksgiving outreach.
Yeah.
Had, what?
300 families served.
And then we had our foster care outreach where we did the Christmas gifts for children that needed foster care, our snack bag for high-risk schools, our homeless ministry coat drive. I mean, the list is
so
really
good.
extensive.
Right.
But then our back to church.
Yes.
How cool was that in September? This
Church
was our
Sunday.
biggest outreach event of the year.
It is, because we want people to invite somebody to church that Sunday. And we do so many different things on that Sunday that make it an exciting opportunity for people to come.
Yep. And our Hispanic ministry, they too are so good at evangelism.
They love to do outreach and worship
Good
and pray. I love hearing Pastor Patty share what God did on Sunday in the Hispanic ministry.
Yeah, it's powerful.
It's so powerful. So how was the Griffith Christmas?
It was really good. Thank you for asking. We love the Christmas Eve service. I mean, that's our favorite tradition.
Silent night, all those candles in the sanctuary, the lights come down and those candles, it's amazing. And then we had the kids dancing and kids choirs singing.
Yep.
And by special request, we had the littlest kids do Happy Birthday, Jesus.
Yeah. We
it
did
was
that
so cute.
of the same Sunday that we had our Living Nativity in the lobby. And that night we had the David Phelps concert,
Yeah.
which was so good. And he sang that song you love so much.
Mary, did you know?
She knew.
I mean, she did
She
know,
knew.
but maybe she just didn't know all of it.
One of the things too that we always want to highlight at Christ Chapel where God is moving is Christ Chapel Academy.
Oh, yeah.
And this year they had a record enrollment and they also served. Did you hear about that? Operation Christmas Child?
I did. I heard, wasn't it like 1,100 boxes were prepared?
Yes. There were boxes everywhere in the building. Pastor Jeff, we've had a great time tonight looking back at 2024 and all that God has done, but it is almost time to count down to 2025.
Yeah.
So what do you say we practice?
Yeah, so this is just a practice,
Sorry.
but we start with 10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2.
1.
Happy New Year!
Yay! We're excited about what God has. We love you, Christ Chapel family.
And remember, hope is here.